Hi everybody, this is week 17 for my RnY. My journey started December of 2018. My starting weight was 268. 262 according to my scale, 268 according to the doctors. Surgery was May 5th of 2019 at Sanford Medical Center in Bismarck, North Dakota with Dr. Bree Doing. Surgery weight, according to my scale, was 240. According to the to the hospital scale, it was 247. And today I'm coming into week 17, and my current weight is between 188 and 190. Today I want to talk about hair loss. It is real. Doctor said no more perms, no more color, nothing like that until a year out. I tried to trim my hair, cut my hair short, and that way it'd kind of, it wouldn't be near as noticeable. Losing a lot of hair wouldn't be near as noticeable, but I was wrong. Like really wrong. So I'm contemplating. I don't like, this is all too long. I don't like it. So I'm contemplating going back in and having them cut more off. I had to go buy a swimming suit because my daughter does Special Olympics, and she has a state tournament, and the hotel that we're staying at has a swimming pool. And I had to send my swimming suit down the road because it was too big for her, but it was too big for me too. So I went and got a new swimming suit, and this time I got an extra large because that's all I am. Everywhere is an extra large. I got an extra large, and it's a size 16 to an 18. It's been 11 years since I was a size 16 to an 18, and it feels kind of strange. As far as food goes, I've been at a stall for like a while. I'll drop a couple pounds and then I quit, and then drop a couple pounds and then I quit. It doesn't just taper down. It comes and goes. And I think it's coming and going because I'm having trouble with my water. So I decided that being this is Labor Day weekend, and I just got groceries. For the next couple of days, I'm gonna go back to basics, and it's going to be mostly liquid and protein, and that's it. I think I'm getting ahead of myself, and I'm probably eating things maybe that I shouldn't, and I think I need to concentrate more on getting my fluids in than anything else. So I've been doing really good as far as my diet goes. I have no problems eating potatoes. I have no problems eating chicken as long as it's shredded. And it's no more than a wing or a thigh or something like that. I can't eat chicken breast still. Why, I don't know, and it's irritating. So I can eat a chicken leg and I can eat a chicken thigh, but nothing and a chicken wing, but nothing as far as anything else. Yesterday for dinner I had a chicken from Pizza Ranch. They have the $5, they call Take Two $5 or whatever, and I had a chicken thigh, mandarin oranges, mashed potatoes, and cottage cheese. And it took me about 2 hours, but I managed to eat all of it. I've been eating a lot of grapes, bananas, any kind of plums. I love plums, peaches, pineapple, like I said, mandarin oranges. And instead of buying fresh fruit, I think because fresh fruit is going to be coming out of season here pretty soon, I found at Walmart, and I also found out at Sam's Club that they have the little tiny single serve canned, I guess you'd call it canned, fruit. They're little tiny single serve containers. They have them on sale for they have a box of I think a dozen or 2 dozen or something for $5. So I got a couple of those. That way I make sure that I have fruit in my diet every day. As far as vegetable goes, I'm not having any problems with tomatoes, and that was a surprise. I love tomatoes and I love cucumbers. I don't have a problem eating potatoes. I don't have a problem eating noodles, but bread is still a problem. And I think it's because it's so soggy. But it depends upon the kind of bread too. If I go get bakery bread, like a fresh made dinner roll from a restaurant, I can eat that and it's fine. But if I eat a sliced bread that you buy at the grocery store, that's a problem. And maybe it's got something to do with it being processed. As far as meat goes, I still have not ate roast beef. I did try a roast beef sandwich, and it took me forever. A roast beef sandwich without the bun, and it took me forever to eat it. And it stayed down fine. But to go to McDonald's and get a hamburger, or go to Burger King and get a hamburger, I don't do that because it's just garbage. And I need to put better stuff in my pouch than that. I go and see the dietitian next week. I don't know what kind of order she's going to have for me then. I go and see, I have my surgical checkup sometime in November 13th or 14th, something like that. I have my surgical checkup, and that'll be my 6-month checkup. And I'm hoping by my 6-month checkup I'll be down around 170, 175. And that's kind of where the doctor wanted me to be anyway. So I'm almost there. I got another 10 or 15, maybe 20 pounds. 15 pounds, I think. And that 15 pounds can come off really quick if I wanted to. I've been doing a lot of walking, well over 10, almost 11 or 12K a week. I guess it's not really a lot of walking, but I walk quite a bit, and it's mostly for Pokemon Go. That's the only reason why I do it. If it wasn't for Pokemon Go, I probably wouldn't walk. But I am going to go ahead and go check into that. There's a program here in the United States that's hooked up to the YMCA, and it's called Silver Sneakers. And I am going to go check into it and see if I can. I better write it down on my list of things to do. Because and the Silver Sneakers program is designed through the YMCA, where they help they bill your insurance, because it's got to be a medically approved situation why you need to use their facility, and they bill your insurance company. And I know my insurance company participates with Silver Sneakers, so I'm gonna see if the doctor would write me a referral, and then I got to go to the Y and fill out the paperwork. And then they offer water aerobics and things like that. Maybe I'll start doing that a couple of times a week. So it'll help my body kind of rearrange itself a little bit. Food. My seat on my car feels a little bit different. For once, there's a seat on each side of my arm. I just got out of the tub, and I had to actually cross my legs in the bathtub to help so I wouldn't slide down in the bathtub. So I put my knees up against the sides of the tub. And before, my skin and my body touched the side of the tub. So it doesn't do that anymore. When I started my weight loss journey, I was at a 4X, and now I'm down to an extra large, and in some cases, a large. And that's kind of exciting, but at the same time, I'm afraid people that don't see me very often, I'm afraid of what they see and what they think, you know? Other than that, I don't know. For lunches, breakfast is usually a protein shake, oatmeal and fruit, something like that, or life cereal and a little bit of milk. And then lunch is either turkey and stick cheese, or turkey beef sticks and stick cheese and some kind of fruit. Supper time, it kind of depends. I've been playing with this meal prep map thing. Tonight for supper we had what do we have tonight for supper? Oh, we had a baked potato bar. And usually Sundays would be a leftover day. I have hamburger buns, and I'm gonna turn them into mini pizzas for Chelsea, and she'll have fruit with that. For me, I'm going to have tuna. Tuesdays typically we eat out, or she's wanting hamburgers, or manwich or something like of that nature. Wednesdays are typically soup and sandwich or something that's easy to make. Thursdays is typically hamburger helper. Fridays is pork chops for her. She prefers shake and bake pork chops. I cannot eat pork chops yet. They're too heavy on my stomach. So it would be like chicken or soup or something like that for me. And Saturday is going to be a tater tot hot dish. And I was thinking about it, and usually when I make a tater tot hot dish, I make more than enough. We have tater tot hot dish for a week. Well, I've now adjusted my recipe a little bit, and I can make it to where it won't last us quite a week. Instead of having 2 layers of tater tots, we can have one. You know, we can have our meat stuff on the bottom, some shredded cheese in between, and some tater tots on the top with a little bit of shredded cheese on the top. And that would be perfectly fine. That's just, and I also said for breakfast I can do also my egg muffins and some kind of fruit, oatmeal and some kind of fruit. For lunches I can do a beef stick, some vegetables, cheese, vegetables or fruit, and some cheese. Either that or just a protein shake would be fine. And I can kind of alternate that. Spaghetti is in there, rotini's in there. I kind of played around with a lot of different ideas, and I realized that, you know, I can make, like I said, with hamburger buns, I can turn that into little tiny pizzas for her, and she can put that on a cookie sheet and throw it in the oven and cook it, and it's not going to hurt her to kind of help do things for herself. And for me, I can have soup that night, or I can make up a soup that's got beans and stuff in it, and, you know, something that she really don't care for, and I can turn that in for me, and it would be perfectly fine. So I'm trying to think outside the box a little bit and kind of come back to my diet a little bit better. I don't do rice. I love rice, but I don't do rice. I have a hard time with beef unless it's hamburger, and then I try to make it to where it's got some kind of gravy or some kind of sauce on it, so it's not nearly as rough. I found out with the Foreman, I started using the Foreman to make hamburgers with, and I found out that the Foreman pulls all the grease and stuff out, so it makes it really, really dry. And I had hamburger get stuck right about right here. And it took like 2 hours for it to go down. 2 hours and 16 ounces of water for it to go down. So I got some protein bars. These are called Zone Perfect. They have 14 grams of protein. Total carbs are 24 grams. And it's 1 bar. But they look like this. And you can get them at Walmart. And these were like 5 bars for $5. So I wanted to try these. And this is the chocolate peanut butter one. I also had another one. I don't know what I've done with it. But it was like chocolate chip cookie dough. And I wanted something for when, like, sometimes in the morning I don't want to do anything for breakfast. I'm not by nature a breakfast person. If I could have breakfast at noon, that would be awesome. That's up my alley. It would be awesome. I'm not a morning person by nature. So, like, sometimes I'll wake up in the morning around 8 o'clock and 8 or 9 o'clock and and I'm hungry. And so a protein bar would be fine. Or a protein shake would be fine. But sometimes I leave like a protein bar lay on my bedside table because I don't want to get up yet. Not unless I absolutely have to. So I bought protein bars, and I figured that could be something that I used to tide me over or whatever, you know. So, but anyhow, I don't know what else to say. I think that's about all I have. So I miss all you guys. Hear from you soon. Have a good week.